Okay, we'll just go ahead and get this all set up here. Get into the world. Let me grab my little printout here so we can get started. All right, so here we go. Maybe. And oh, bam. Oh, black screen. There we go. You should be seeing Minecraft now. Let me know if you are not seeing it, and I will try to troubleshoot. I'll go ahead and type that in the chat too. There we go. Let me know if we are good. Let me know also if the music is okay. Good, thank you. Thank you for letting me know you can see it. Let me know if the music is too loud or if it is good. If it is too loud, well, we will go ahead and change it. And I'll tell you about the hilarious new scam that's sort of going around. At least I think it's a scam. But yeah. Oh, I'm glad you like the way this is looking. Let's go ahead and walk around at eye level here. Okay, they're swimming. All right. So yeah, this is Olynthos. This is one of the first, quote, first planned communities in ancient Greece. At the time, the grid system was something new and exciting. And so, yeah, the guy behind this, his name was Hippodamus. Kind of a funny name if you know ancient Greek. But yeah, he built this, or he planned this out, or at least this is attributed to him. We're not really sure if he actually did this or if they just continued with his sort of thing that he was doing. But something that we have noticed as we've been building this over the last few streams is that a lot of these houses seem to follow the same sort of pattern, almost like there was like a blank form with which you could choose the layout of your house. There are these back rooms, which someone else has pointed out, and I've made comments about it, are kind of weird because they're all sort of facing the same way, even though you've got these sort of main roads here, and then you've got these alleyways. Some of these houses are facing the alleyway, which you would expect them to be turned around 180 degrees and facing the road, which is really interesting that they're not doing that. If it were me, I would have this second story here facing the alley. But yeah, it's kind of odd. I'm not really sure why they did that. Maybe it's for the sun? Who knows? I'm not really sure. But we've also noticed a few other interesting things, like the smaller houses here seem to be in slot 4. If we're going from the left to the right, looking this way, slot 4 seems to have a smaller house. In this block, it doesn't, but in this block, it does. So the very first block here to the south on slot 4, if we're going left to right, seems to be the small house. And it's copied all the way up as well. So this slot 4 here wouldn't have one, but this slot 4 here would. And we also have this really long, thin room here, which is sort of interesting because it's really sort of out of place. It does not connect to the small house. So my suggestion was maybe this is some sort of mass storage for the block. And we see it again in this next set of houses up here too. So there's some very interesting ways with which we are learning about this layout by building it in Minecraft. And those of you who have been following the channel for a while and know about the thesis that I'm working on. One of the things that I'm pushing is the fact that you learn a lot of things when you are checking it out at eye level, checking things out at eye level rather than a map. And I think building this in Minecraft is also giving us some insight into how this whole thing worked. And I'm just noticing this really needs an overhang. Excuse me, let me go ahead and take care of this real quick. There we go. There, that looks 10 times better. So yeah, there's a lot of really neat things that are going on here that we're learning about while doing this. Hello everyone, welcome in. Hey, don't worry about the messages because of the stream delay. If you think the stream delay is bad on your end, you have no idea how bad it is on my end. It's like a good 30 seconds, almost a full minute. So, not a big deal. Hello, Richard. Welcome in. Yeah, I saw Sapphire. The bot doesn't work. I was really hesitant to give Sapphire a whole bunch of permissions, but I'm guessing I'm going to have to give that bot a whole bunch of permissions in the Discord in order for it to start posting. But I'm really hesitant to do that, but I guess it's just going to have to be that way. So today we are going to work on this section here. So we've got this first block completely done. And I've decided what I'm going to do. So this is block 5. This is what the archaeologists are calling block 5. And then this is block 6 here, is what the archaeologists call it. This lane, or this street here, is Avenue B, and then all the way on the other side is Avenue A. And then the little streets in between, I don't remember what they call those. But yeah, so this is block 5, and I think what I'm going to do is, if anybody wants any of the floor plans or any of these houses for their own, just let me know which ones you want. I would start at the bottom left here at house 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, and then go up to the next one, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So sort of counterclockwise, starting at the bottom left. So if any of you want any of these houses, you like, let's say you wanted this big house right here, it would be block 5, house 3. Or if it was this house here, it would be block 5, house 9. That's how I want to go with it. So anyways, that was just a long and convoluted way of saying, hey, if you want any of these houses, let me know, and let me know which one you want to go with. So we're going to go ahead and start on this next section here. This next section here has some pretty interesting things going on as well. For one, there are, well, the first couple houses we're going to build here are very plain, which is really interesting. They're very simple compared to a lot of the other ones. Very simple layout. If you remember from this backside of block 5, they were very different layouts than the first chunk. So this one, very, very different. So let's go ahead and do the usual thing that I've been doing, which is slapping down that sort of middle empty walkway. And I need to remind myself, I should probably write this down, how wide it is. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wide. Okay, 5 wide. So from now on, when I start, if I don't remember, you guys can just yell at me and say, hey, it's 5 wide. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, bam, right there. So let's go ahead and slap this down. We don't need the entire thing in one long line. We just need sort of a basic idea of where things are at. So there we go. There's that, and then it's usually the walkway is usually 3 wide. So let me go ahead and place that down. So 1, 2, 3. And you know what? We might even just do this by the end of the stream. We might just add this little walkway in to the rest of the houses on the blocks, just to sort of preemptively do that. But this is also one of those things that I was mentioning where, you know, they're all very similar. They all have the same layout. Interestingly enough, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. See, it's not even centered. It's sort of towards the back, which is also very interesting. If you want to add details, I recommend using mossy cobble and packed mud. Yes, So I can definitely do that. Generally speaking, for this one, I'm going to go with this, where they're all the same, just because I want it to look like it's brand new. Granted, they probably wouldn't have exposed mud brick. We would probably use packed mud instead. So like, you know, this instead to show that it was plastered, or maybe even something else to show that it was plastered. But I think for right now, I think this is fine to do this. Oh, I just noticed I don't have an overhang here either. Let's go ahead and do that real fast, shall we? Do this, do this, do this, this, and this. Knock this out. Wha-bam. And wha-bam. Okay. So yes, I could texture it. I find that texturing it gives it sort of a worn look, and I want these to look brand new. But yes, if this were in like a survival world, I would absolutely 100% texture it, or do like what I've done in the past with some diorite to make it look like sort of a white plaster. Would be the way I would go about doing it. So anyways, let's go ahead and start. This first one is very interesting in that this is pretty much non-existent, which is really, really wild. And it's just this back here. It is it's 3 rooms, and this room is absolutely massive. It actually sticks out by 2, like that. So let's see here. This is what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go with 7 by 5. Let's see how that looks. Maybe we do 7 by 6. What is that? How does that look? That looks closer to how it actually is. Okay. And we're going to do this because it is sort of an off-center doorway. We're going to come in here. And there is a sort of medium-sized room and a smaller room. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That sort of puts them exact. Wait, did I count that right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, no, I got that right. Okay. So, kind of like that. Interestingly enough, when we talk about ancient Greek houses, I always mention the andron, which is sort of the men's room, right? That's literally what it means. Andron is, so andros, man, and then ron is hall or room, kind of, sort of in that idea. So the andron is the men's room, and when I say men's room, a lot of people tend to think bathroom, because that's how we think nowadays in modern language, in our modern sort of way of speaking. But really what it was a room just for men, and they had couches set up, and not couches like how you think, sort of like lounging couches, where they would have parties only for men, and they would talk about politics and things like that. But what's interesting about that is that's usually at the front of the house, right? So even along this back block here, the andron was always towards the front, towards this alley. But in this one is really interesting, because this room right here is the andron, and it faces the road here. But all of these houses have all of their main rooms to the what we would think of as the front if we were walking down this road here, right? And the courtyards to the back, which usually is not the case with ancient Greek houses. The courtyard was something that was considered in the front. So in all reality, all of these houses with their courtyards are facing that way, just like the rest of the houses. So this way, looking this way, is considered the front. So it's very odd that they have the andron in the back. That's not where the andron's supposed to go. The andron's supposed to be in the front of the house. So anyways, again, I'm sort of rambling, but this is a very interesting setup here, and not something that should really exist in that way. So kind of interesting. Now, moving on. We have the remnants of a wall right here. So we go 1, 2, 3. Well, it's the same as this one. So what is that right there? Yeah, right there. Bam. Just like that. Oh, just like that. So there's a remnant of a wall that comes out here and then just stops. So kind of interesting. And then there's another remnant of a wall here. Also just stops. And a remnant of a wall here and stops. So it's possible. Oh, and actually there is a room, or another wall, I should say, that is like right here. No, right here. Yeah. So I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that this was an actual room like that. And the same here. I think this was also an actual room like this, with maybe like some back storage right here, perhaps. Something like that. That's what I'm going to go with. It did not have an opening here for the courtyard, so I'm just going to go ahead and add one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're just going to add one that comes out here to the alleyway, and then here's the courtyard. And so yeah, so that is the layout of this house. Pretty straightforward. Very simple for what we've been seeing so far with Olynthos. So yeah, let me go ahead and let's get started with building it. You'll have to forgive me too. My allergies for some reason have been kicking up today. Don't know why. I don't suffer from allergies. But my nose has been running, my eyes have been really itchy. And been sneezing, all that stuff. And I have a bit of a headache. I took some headache meds. So if I end this stream a little early, it's probably because of that. Oops, getting into the other house here. We don't need to do the other house just yet. So yeah, so forgive me if I sound a little weird. Actually, no, don't forgive me. Why am I apologizing for having allergies? That's weird. So yeah, so if I sound a little different, it's because I've got some allergies going, which is super bizarre. Especially for somebody who doesn't suffer from allergies. I don't know how you people who have allergies put up with it, but but for me it's disgusting. Okay. Let's see, there's that. Also, if you hear any weird noises, it's because it's a nice day out, so there's a lot of people on the road. Oh, I remember. If I do this, right, and I go stack 2. Oh, look at that. That's right. Okay, I remembered this time. It's a really nice day out, and so there's a lot of people who are deciding to drive the road that I live off of, and there has lately been a lot of sheriff deputies out on the road here because people treat this road like a freaking racetrack. And so a lot of people are out today, and I suspect because there are no sheriffs out, they are hamming it up. So if you hear any weird noises, it's probably the local assholes deciding to treat the road out here like a racetrack. Okay, so let's see here. So I think because this is a fairly simple design, I think I'm going to keep it real simple in the back here. I think we're just going to do oak for this section. Maybe we have a bit of an overhang. Maybe we do something like this. Let's see how that looks. Replace air with oak planks. Yeah, that looks nice. That looks real nice. I could even put, let's see here. If I put stairs, I could put stairs like right. Oh, whoops. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I can put stairs right here, and then here, and then, oop. Or maybe not. Maybe I do something like that. And that. Yeah, that looks pretty good. We're gonna leave that just like that. That looks good. You come up this way, and then you come around, and then bam, you're up top. Okay, I like this. So let's do a real simple pillar for this walkway here. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, well, in that case, let's see here. So if we put 2, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why am I so okay, let's try 3. 1. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, maybe we do that. We do that, and we do that, and we do that. No, that looks like absolute garbage, and we should all feel ashamed for even letting me do that. Okay, so let's try this. Maybe we do this, and we go 1, 2, 3. There, that looks better. Even though it is off-center, it doesn't really look off-center because there's an extra one here. There we go. There you go. That looks good. Let's go ahead and throw some oak trap doors up here, so we have a little bit of a. Whoops. There we go, and we do this. And normally I would put one coming this way, but it's at the ground level. We don't need to do that. And then for here, let's go ahead and do like that. Oh, let's knock these out. And we'll do this. Yeah, that looks nice. I say preemptively. Yeah, I think that looks nice. Haha. I think that looks really nice, and I think we're gonna keep that. Okay. So we're good there. So I think now we should build up. Let's go ahead and knock. Oh, nope. Okay, well, tell you what. Let's first build a roof on this guy here, okay? So this needs to be taken down. One, right? Or am I No, I'm not. Oh, wait, no, that is right. Why have I been making these so tall? 1, 2, 3, 4. Why am I making these so tall? That seems weird. Is that how tall this is? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it is. Oh my god. Okay, well, can't change it now, so we're just gonna have to roll with it. In reality, I probably should have put this down at 3 instead of 4, but again, can't do anything about it now. So we're already a bunch of ways into it. Maybe I changed that off camera, but for now, I think it's fine. Or maybe I copy one of these and try it out and see what it looks like. But for now, we'll just deal with it. Oops. And then, so we do this. We come across here. There we go. Something like that. And we'll come off here for a little bit of an overhang. That looks not terrible. Doesn't look great, but it doesn't look terrible. So let's just keep on with it. Do that. Do this. Oh, also, you guys want to hear about the newest scam for YouTube creators? This is a fun one. So you hear that music I got going in the background? That is actually on YouTube, and it is free for creators to use in any of their videos. And as such, people cannot copyright claim this music. And so instead of trying to copyright claim people, what they're doing now, or what scammers are doing, I should say, is sending out emails saying that they were going over your content and found whatever song, you know. They don't even tell you what song it is. They just say, oh, we found something on your content that is, you know, not yours. Basically, it's our client. And then so they pull that garbage and try to like scare you into logging on to their website to try and dispute it on their website instead of actually doing a copyright claim that, like, you know, everybody does if they want to try to claim that you're using copyrighted music. And they do that because they can't do a copyright claim because it's YouTube's music that is offered for free for creators. So it's a scam. It's a total scam. And I find it humorous because well, one, they're using one of the most egregious violators of the copyright system ever. A company called Hawk, Haawk, who, again, like I said, is one of the most egregious scammers or copyright people out there. They like to just totally mess. Oh crap, I didn't mean to do that. So anyways, yeah, so they pull that scam. And so so I basically responded to the email and told them in not so uncertain terms to go fuck themselves, because I'm tired of dealing with them. They're a bunch of assholes. And so we'll see what they say. But it's a scam. It's a bunch of scammers is what it is. It's not real. It's not a real company. It's not a real website. It's scammers somewhere in another country trying to get you to freak out. And they target smaller YouTube creators because they know that smaller YouTube creators are afraid to fight something like that because of the whole copyright claims, copyright strikes. You get 3 strikes and then they delete your channel. And so they do this because they figure, well, small-time creators like myself and like a lot of other people out there will just capitulate because they're afraid to get the strike. on their channel and lose everything. Joke's on them, though. I have all of my videos since I've started saved on my computer, or actually on a couple of portable hard drives. And so even if somebody copyright strikes me and I lose this channel, I can just make another one and upload all of my videos all over again. So, joke's on them. But yeah, scammers are devolving and evolving at the same time. Yeah, exactly. It's just so stupid that they're choosing to go after the YouTube music. And it's funny because like they can't claim copyright. That's the thing. They can't because it's YouTube music. It's provided for free to creators. And oh, you know what? I should do a porch across this. Yeah, that would be cool. So anyways, yeah, so the money is, or the music is provided for free. So even if they tried to copyright claim it, they can't. YouTube blocks them from doing that. So they end up doing this instead, saying, oh, well, you know, you've got some of my clients' music and you can log in here to take care of it before we take legal action. It's like, no, your first course of legal action is to flag it with YouTube, but you can't. So you're doing this instead to try to weasel money out. And it's a numbers game, right? So they do this to enough, right? If they do this to 100,000 small-time creators, and they only make, let's say they make $1 off of every video, and only half of the small-time creators actually fight it because everyone else is scared to fight it, they've just made an insane amount of money. They just made $50,000 just by copyright claiming something that is not theirs. So it's a very sneaky thing that they're doing, and it's totally predatory. And I really wish that there was a way to just sue the hell out of these people for emotional damage, because the first time it ever happened to me, I was absolutely terrified that I was going to lose my channel because of it. And I freaked out, and that's actually why I have all of my videos saved now onto a portable hard drive, is for that reason alone. But like I was terrified. I thought for sure I was going to lose my channel. And then, of course, I fought it, and I said, no, I have this music, I'm allowed to have it. And of course they dropped it. But you know, how many small-time creators would do that? And the answer is not many, because a lot of them will just be like, oh, well, it's okay, I can lose a little bit of money because I'm not really making a lot of money. This isn't my livelihood, but I really like making content, so therefore I'm just gonna do it. And that is the wrong answer, in my opinion. The right answer is to tell them to go get fucked. That's really, I think that is the correct answer to most of these asshole scammers. And so yeah, so there we go. There's my fun scammer story, with these people. I don't even really consider them people. They're scavengers and just generally bad people. Okay, so let's do a wooden pillar, and let's do it in, so let's try first stripped oak. We do this every time, and I end up going with the same thing every time. But let's also try, the stripped dark oak. So let's see what this looks like. So let's try stripped dark oak first time. First one. Oh. What? Why did I do that? Panos! Haha! Yasu, my friend. Okay, so let's try that. How does that look? That looks not that bad. We'll go with that. And we'll do this one here. Looking good, looking good. And we can actually get rid of these. We don't need these. So then I need... Let's go with one right here. And let's go with... Where's the wall? The wall is right here, isn't it? Okay. Well, what if we did this? And got rid of these. Yeah, okay. I like that. No, actually, I don't like that, because check this out. It's like a one way, or one block. I don't like that. No. Let's go back to the, posts, or the fences. Okay, let's try this now. So I had what? I had one right here. And then I had one, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, right there. Okay. And we'll do this. Olynthos, you just missed my my rant about scammers on YouTube with copyright claims. They're getting obnoxious. Let's see here. Maybe we put these to the outside. Yeah, maybe we go like... oh god. Maybe we go like this? Okay, we do this, and we go like this. Alright, I'm not hating that. I'm not hating that at all. I think, though, that these should be the other way. If we're going to do that, these need to be the other way. These need to be like this. Like that. Yeah, look at that. What? Okay, don't know how that happened. That looks nice. It's this nice little sort of hangout spot. I like that. I like that. I don't like that, but that's okay. That's okay with those. That's fine. But yeah, I like that. Look at that. That looks nice. That looks very nice. This is another one that I think would benefit from having a tree in the courtyard. But we're not going to do that right now. We'll do that for another surprise stream. Let's go ahead and start putting in the doors and the torches. What if I do this? Does this look terrible? That does not look terrible. That actually looks pretty good. Okay. So let's see here. We'll go and do this, and we slap that there. We put a window right here. Yeah. That's nice. And I think what we should do is we should continue the dark oak tradition right here. Even though we didn't do dark oak floors, I think that looks pretty good. And maybe we put one out into the courtyard. How does that look? Yeah, that looks nice. That looks really nice. Okay. For this one, same thing. So we're going to do that there. And we're going to slap a torch there. This one we'll put like that. So this looks out into the road. And not that way, because that looks out into another room, and can't do that because it just would look weird. But we come over here, same thing. This and this looks pretty good. Slap a window here. Same thing, we can't really do that because it'll look weird. You know what we could do, though? How does this look? What if we did a small window? What if we did something like that? What if we did that? I don't know. No. No, I'm not liking it. Maybe we just leave it. We just leave it. And then for this room, this one we could probably put a window. Yeah, so we can put a window like this that looks out. We can put a window, a big window that looks out this way. And because this one is on the end, let's put a window here, and we'll put a window here, like that. Yeah. And let's do this and this. I'm digging it. I'm digging it a lot. So let's slap that there. And for this, let's do this. And we'll do this, this, and that. And we will put a torch. Yeah, these roofs are way too tall for ancient Greek house. But for a Minecraft house, especially a starter house, they're just fine. So we're just going to assume just some artistic liberties. Okay. That and that, and we'll slap a window back here and come out here. And we'll do this. And maybe we do this so there's a window that sort of looks out onto the porch, and we'll do a window looking out onto the alley as well. So yeah, there we go. I was going to add another room here, but I think this looks really good, this sort of patio area. I really like this. I think if I were to build a house like this, I would do that. This is a nice little layout. Yeah, I'm really liking this. What do we think? Oh, hello. Quality animations should really change your YouTube username. Yeah, that's fine. Well, yeah, and sticking to your actual name. Actually, that's how I chose mine. It's not my... Thuskalos is obviously not my actual name. That's the nickname that was given to me by my semi-adoptive Greek family. And so I chose Thuskalos, but there's already a Thuskalos on YouTube. He's sort of a new age type of spiritual guidance type. Kind of odd, but you know what? I'm not here to judge. Okay, maybe a little, but you know, yeah. And so I couldn't pick Thuskalos and just keep it at Thuskalos. So I had to add something to the end, and instead of adding a bunch of numbers, I thought, ooh, since I'm doing stuff in prehistory, it should just be Thuskalos BCE. And it also covers things like the classical period and Hellenistic period and archaic period. All right, trying to keep up on my water intake for this. So you think it looks great? Good. I'm glad you guys like it. Yeah, a lot more logical than last week's. Yeah, last week's was a little... Well, this one wasn't too bad. The one before was really bad. All right, next, another one with an andron towards the main road, which makes me think that that this is the front, even though the second story is in the front, which is really interesting that they're choosing that route. So let's go ahead and start on this one. Let's go ahead and fill out the walkway area, the center walkway area, which again is pretty much all of them. They all have this little stripe here. So for this one, it looks like we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, like that, with this, wait, what? This, and this for some reason? Okay, that is very interesting that we have that sort of setup. There's another one right here, but this is definitely a double door entrance. So let's hop over to this side and see how we can do this. So this next one is, it looks like another 4 across. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. And then this is a big one. Which actually, yeah, that's exactly what it looks like. So let's go ahead and slap a door there, and we're going to slap the door here. And this one in this house is the Andron. So again, courtyard in this seems to be in the back if the Andron is in the front, or the courtyard is in the front and like all the rest of them, and the Andron is in the back, which is not normal. So kind of an odd situation. Okay, and then this one lines up with, oh, hey, look at that. I'm getting better at predicting where these walls are. So we've got this room here that comes directly off this. You just brainstormed a username. Oh, there you go. There you go. It's got an entranceway, and then this is divided in half. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1, 2, 3, bam, right there. So that's divided in half. And this one, this should look awfully familiar too from some of our previous ones, has a doorway that leads here. So again, we've got this sort of dual room setup in this corner again. And then here's the crazy one, right? This is a massive, absolutely massive courtyard. There is a block there. There is a pillar there. So I'm guessing this is a walkway here, and there's like a walkway here, or at least some sort of overhang here. So maybe an overhang here and an overhang there, and then maybe a second story back here. I don't know. Let's build it and see. Also, again, there's one of those really weird squares right here, which I'm starting to think might actually be a well or a hearth of some sort. I'm not really sure. Okay. Ooh, all my usernames were just water related. Oh, okay. So I just carry it with me only as tradition. All right. Yeah. Water starter Pokemon. I never got into Pokemon. I didn't bother with getting username until YouTube forced one on me. Yeah. So yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and set this up. I am gonna go out on a limb here and say that this is the walkway to come in from the main road. So this is the front and this is the back, because that's how it's looking to me, because there are no doorways leading out to the alley, only this entrance leading out into the main road, which again, it is a double wide entrance with a post here. And I think what we're going to do, this is what we're going to do, because these are taking up too much room. We're actually going to do walls instead, because these are taking up way too much room. And actually that one we will leave as that. And to be honest with you, we're actually going to do this because it's in the way when it's out here, even though it should be out here. Well, I mean, sort of, but yeah, so we're just going to do that. That's what we're going to do. Even though, I don't like doing stuff with walls, that's what we're going to do. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get these mud bricks down. And we will try to figure out how we want to do some pillars there for support. So we do this. Panos, since you do the water thing, what if I don't know how you feel about this, but it's also a P word. for water, well, for river, in ancient Greek. Potamos. Actually, whoa, I mispronounced that horrifically. Potamos. If we're going with the, oh, I can't remember what the version of the ancient Greek is that is. So yeah, you know, it's a P word. You could be Ponospotamus. Actually, that sounds kind of cool. I don't know, maybe not so much to you, to an English speaker, that sounds kind of cool. But at the same time, it also brings about imagery of hippopotamus, which is funny how we sort of think of them as goofy animals when they are like one of the most dangerous animals in the world. But that also is an ancient Greek word, you know, hippopotamus, river horse. Hippos is horse, and so that's kind of fun. And you know what? I've been meaning to get back into ancient Greek because I'm losing a lot of it right now because of my schedule. I don't really have the opportunity to do a lot of ancient Greek in my studies, and so I have been thinking about doing some ancient Greek studies on the channel. So if people are interested in learning ancient Greek and want me to do stuff like that, I am totally down to do it. And we can work our way through Alpha to Omega, which is the book I learned ancient Greek with, you know, chapter by chapter, if we want to do that. Good book, really good book. Really weird sentences that deal with herding horses a lot, which is kind of bizarre. My ancient Greek instructor actually knows the lady that wrote the book, and she was like, I don't know why she keeps putting in stuff about herding horses, but yeah, it's kind of funny in a weird, morbid sort of way. Yeah, so see, that's kind of neat, this little overhang here. Maybe I bring it out the rest of the way, like, or at least bring it out one more. I don't know. Alright, so let's see how the roof looks here, doing it this way. Ooh. You know, and I just realized that my microphone is right next to my keyboard where I'm doing a lot of the keys, so if it's super loud, let me know and I will change where the microphone is at. I could actually put it sort of in the middle of, like sort of in front of me, but in the middle. And it'd catch more of my voice, but you would catch some of the mouse clicking too, but it would be not as loud as the keys, and you would still pick up the keys, but they wouldn't be as loud either. Oop. There we go. Or maybe you like it because it shows that, you know, I'm actually doing this in real life and this isn't some pre-recorded thing. I'm sure there's somebody out there that does that, though. They do their live streams as pre-recorded. That'd be a really shitty thing to do, but I bet there are people that do that. Okay. Let's see here. I think this should have an overhang. Like this. Yeah. So you come in, when you walk in, you come in through here, like this. Yeah, I think that looks good. And I think if we want to make it look really good, let's see here. Where are the stairs? Let me grab some stairs. I think we can try to make this look really good. Here, let's see. If we go like that, and like that. Nope. Excuse me. Thank you. Maybe we do like that, and like that. Oh, that looks cool. I like how that looks. Yeah, we're gonna go with that. Okay, here we go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Building village from scratch in Minecraft while watching you build this. Nice. Trying to make each building unique. Oh, Well, good. And watching this is helping you with the floor plans. That's great. If you want, I can always post this floor plan that I'm using in the Discord. So if anyone wants to use this, just let me know. I might still do that anyways. Because I like this floor plan. It's very straightforward. And as long as you use, I think it's 19 across for the squares, it works out really well. Like really, really well. Okay, let's see here. Let's do this. Oh my god. This and that. Even though the ancient Greeks didn't really do archways. Actually, that looks a lot better than what I got going on here. We just do that. There we go. And we can slap a couple doors right here like this. Even though it's open above it, that's still fine. Yeah, that looks good. That looks real good. Okay. Let's go ahead and slap down a second floor, but let's do this first. And this, actually, we could probably get away even without a second floor, but we're gonna do it anyways because, you know, we might as well. For the stairs, maybe we do sort of something that wraps up and around. We're gonna have to have a walkway too that comes out this way. Now I'm second guessing whether or not I want to do stairs up to the second story. I just about put my water bottle up to my mouth with the cap still on. You ever done that? Makes you feel like an idiot. And I could have just not said anything and nobody here would ever know. Okay, let's go ahead and slap this down. Oops. Oh, you know what? I could do that. Hold on, let's see what this looks like first. Okay, so we're gonna do a little bit of experimenting here. So I could do this, right? With the rooms all the way out. Or what I could do is I could do 1, 2, 3, 4. I could do this. So you come up this way and here's the walkway. You can go in. So it's like a real skinny walkway. And these rooms are really skinny. What do we think of that? What do we think of that? So I would do something like this. And something like that. I mean, that's kind of neat, right? I don't know though. It makes a really thin, really thin rooms. It's either that or I make them full size and I do something like this, where I have the walkway coming out like that. Actually, would probably have to go 3 wide like that, and so it would be like that. I don't know how I feel about that. I really don't know how I feel about that. Let's try it first with the big rooms and see. Actually, no, let's try it first with the small rooms and see. Because we can always add. But if we do the big rooms, then that means we have to take away. So if we do this, right? If we come across here and slap down this. Okay, we do that, right? And then maybe we do like that and like that and like kind of squeeze it in here like that and then like that. So we have that sort of wrap around again, just like we did in the other one. And then we got this. I actually like that. I like that a lot. I really do like that a lot. Hello, DM Bar. Welcome. Welcome. Oh, what do we got? Post as many floor plans as you can. Excellent. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. I will slap some floor plans down in the Discord. If you're not part of my Discord, go find a video that I've posted before in the past. There's usually a Discord link there. Maybe I'll post a post on YouTube with the Discord link as well. But yeah, definitely head on out over to my Discord if you want some floor plans. I will put them out there. From experience, stealing from real life is the best way to understand how houses could be built in Minecraft. Absolutely. I really do think that using real life floor plans are the way to go. And as you've seen, if you've watched this series for a little while, we're learning a lot about how these things were created, just like what you're saying. And I think it's pretty cool. So I create house footprints first, 30 blocks per resident, then build from there. Okay, yeah, that's not too bad. That's 30. That's almost 2 of these, so pretty decent. I tried to construct some cycladic houses, which came out great. Nice. I would love to do that with the white concrete and the blue concrete. So it's that sort of, those are the modern houses, right, with the white and blue. But that would be cool. And hello, MC Oda. Good to have you on. Good to see you. I will hit you up after I get done with this. Done with this stream, so we can discuss some stuff, some possible future stuff. And by the way, I have been using your technique where I stand right here in the corner and I look up and I do the stack 2. Oh, that's been working out great. So thank you for that. That's been a lifesaver. I like this. I like this sort of offset thing here. I think this is actually pretty cool. So I think what I should do to make this a little bit less of a drastic change is I think like we did before with this. I think some of the trapdoors is like a sort of a railing. Just do this along here, and we just kind of flip those up. There we go. And maybe we flip those down. How does that look? That's not too bad. Okay. And we do this. Oh, but I can't do that. Okay. Okay, maybe we get rid of this. And maybe I go back to mud brick there, so it's not so weird. Yeah, do this. Okay. So we do that. Yeah, that looks good. And I also want to slap in like that and like that. Nope. Like that. Okay, fine. Fine. Like that. There we go. Okay. That hides that a little bit more. So yeah, you come in here, you walk up this way, bam, and you got this. I think that looks great. Yeah. That looks good. I like this. A secret project with Oda. Maybe. You never know. We've been talking about a few things. Maybe I just want to catch up with him, huh? You ever thought that? Busy master's student, and I just want to catch up with Oda. Maybe that's what it is. Okay, so we do this, and then we come through and we do this. Whoop. There we go. There's that, and that, and that, and that, and that. Also, his 2012 series has got me thinking, like, how would I have built a Greek temple in 2012 Minecraft? His, that some of those earlier versions where the material. You don't really have a lot of materials. You have to get really creative with supplies and stuff like that, and shapes. And I thought, that would be kind of neat to try. I keep watching his series, thinking like, yeah, how would I do that? Because so what a lot of people might not realize is that I was kind of a late adopter of Minecraft. When I started this channel, or my first video on this channel, my first Minecraft video on this channel, I had only been playing Minecraft for like 6 months, maybe 9 months, maybe. And so like it was definitely like way late in the game. I think I came in on the what was it, the Caves and Cliffs update is when I came in. So that, I mean, that ought to tell you something. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So if I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, nope. I can do that. Okay. Let's see what this looks like here. So if I go... Oh, I guess I didn't need to destroy that. Why did I destroy that? And then we do one here. Nope. One of these here. That's not bad. This needs an overhang. This definitely needs an overhang. And we do that, and we do that. That's looking pretty good. This also needs an overhang. Why didn't I do an overhang here? Who knows? It's amateur hour. Okay, there we go. That's looking pretty good. That's looking pretty good. This courtyard is absolutely massive. Look at this thing. This is like huge. You know what I also want to do? I also want to have, whoops, this here. There we go. A little bit of support. And you know what? Because I did that, let's bring this out. Because we already have that support there, but at least we can bring it out a little bit more to give it a little bit more, you know, of an overhang. And then same with this. We're gonna do. How does this look? Probably terrible. Absolutely terrible. What am I thinking? What an absolutely garbage way. Why would you guys suggest that? That's terrible. Okay. Remember, if it's a bad idea, I'm blaming it on you. If it's a good idea, that's all me. That's how this works. That's I'm in academia now, so that's how this works. Okay, let's see here. We do that, and we do that. I keep making or wanting to make this work. Yep, whoop, whoop, whoop. Nope, looks like shit. Okay. That'll just have to do. So there we go. How does that look? You know what? This actually right here looks a little funky. What if I brought that overhang all the way out instead? What if I did this? How bad does that look? Well, I mean, obviously I'd have to change that. Oh, actually, that looks pretty good. I'm so glad I thought of that. That actually looks really good. Look at that. I will definitely have to do something. Maybe this right here. Like that. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that looks good. Oh, is that lined up? Oh, that is. Maybe I need to come off of this one. What happens if I come off of this one? See, my only thing is I worry that because Oh, wait a second. I did this wrong. I totally did this wrong. It's actually right here. It's because it's lined up with this wall. So actually, there you go. Now it's symmetrical. And I think what I should do is this to sort of match. There we go. Look at that. That looks great, except for this. This looks like garbage. There we go. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Yeah, the block choices were so limited. Yeah, that's kind of why I like what I like. Yeah, and the caves and cliffs, yeah, big changes to world generation. Yeah, so I never got a chance to play it with the whole diamonds at Y level 11. And the world is basically Swiss cheese at that point with the world generation in caves and cliffs, like absolute Swiss cheese. So that's the one thing I don't like about it, is that there's just too many caves. Like it's just too many. I don't like the fact that it's that many caves. It's just, yeah, it's not my thing. Maybe we do this too. But yeah, it was a great sort of primer because it made the world like massively, larger, in verticality, and it was just a really neat sort of experience. Simply because I had never experienced the other way, the smaller worlds, and so I could only imagine what it was like for people who had started with the earlier stuff. I bet it was quite a jarring experience. Yeah, there we go, like that. Big windows. But yeah, I liked it. I was like, wow, this world is nice. So we'll just do this, and then we'll just do that. What? No, that. There we go. There we go. And torch and door. And we'll do a big window for this one. You only started playing a few weeks before the Copper Age update. Wow. Yeah, we all do got to start sometime. Well, up until so it's kind of a funny story. My impression of the game was that it was a kid's game. And so I was like, yeah, well, I had no interest in playing it. I had no interest in playing a kid's game. And, because it was like the Lego of video games. Not to say there's anything wrong with Legos, but, there's a certain sort of mental image you get when people talk about Legos, right? And so I was like, yeah, I don't want to do that. I definitely don't want to do that. Oop. That's just gonna have to be like that. And then I was watching. I watch Call Me Kevin on YouTube because he's awesome and he's funny and I like his content. And I had watched him for a long time, and he started doing he did Minecraft, and I was like, oh wow, he's actually doing some funny stuff with this, and there's a lot of really neat things. Then of course, because I watched some of his stuff, it started popping up on my feed as suggestions. And there was a lot of really neat things that people were doing. And I saw it, and of course, me being me, I was like, I wonder if I could do ancient Greek stuff with this. And so I pulled the trigger on the game, thinking that I wasn't going to like it. And joke's on me, I actually really do like it. It's fun. There's a lot of depth to it. It's definitely, it can be a kid's game, but it can also be very challenging adult game as well, which I really like. I like the fact that it is a challenge. in many ways. My first night was basically me trying really hard not to rage quit, which I suspect that a lot of people had that same issue. Okay, I need to get up and get something to drink. Wow, lots of stuff. Have you tried stepping down with slabs instead of stairs on that wall? I have tried slabs on some of the other walls, and it looks kind of okay. I'm still flip-flopping on whether or not I like the slabs or if I like the stairs. So it's I'm trying different things. Deep slate mining, yeah, that's tough. Yeah, it takes a long time to mine. But there's a lot of really neat things you can do with the deep slate, which I really like. You got in before Minecraft became a kid's game? Yeah. Some of the early stuff, yeah, absolutely. And yeah, some of the benefits of the caves, yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of, yeah, you guys are making a lot of really good arguments and stuff. So yeah, absolutely. And I like the fact that it's, well, one, it's a sandbox game, so you can do a lot of really neat stuff with it, but also that if you want it to be a kid's game, it can be a kid's game. If you want it to be artistic, it can be artistic. You can do a lot of really neat artsy-fartsy stuff with it. And, you know, it's sort of endless. And the fact that Mojang's okay with people doing mods is really cool too. The fact that sort of they're not there to try to shoot down people's mods. Wow, I just noticed that this actually got laid out in a very symmetrical pattern, even though I wasn't trying to do it. That's very interesting. Anyways, all right, so I'm going to get up, water break, stretch break, and then I'm going to come back for my favorite portion of the stream. So give me, I don't know, 30 seconds or so. Okay. All right, so favorite part of the stream. You ready? Is it beer or is it soda? It is currently 1:20 my time. Which is it? Beer or soda? Okay, you'll never know. But I mean, come on. I always tell you guys the time because I mean, who the hell is drinking at like 1:20 in the afternoon? Anyways, all right. Anyone got build suggestions? Well, my build suggestions are always the same thing, which probably gets really boring after a while, it's always ancient Greek stuff. Oh boy, Vaskalos gripe coming in here in about 10 seconds. So big gripe, actually. I oftentimes mention ancient Greece, obviously. It's kind of my thing. That's sort of my signature at this point. And something that... wow, that's a really huge room. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's try it. Whoops. Try that. 9, 10, 11. Let's try that. Which one looks better? Ooh, probably... probably actually almost. So I often mention ancient Greece, and a lot of times I'm sure people picture the same thing when I say ancient Greece, and that is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, we'll do this. And that is going to be, you know, the big white monumental structures, Socrates, Parthenon, things like that, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This, by the way, is the andron. Massive andron for this one. And again, this sort of back wall, which is actually kind of the front. So anyways, kind of an odd thing going on there. So anyways, I often mention that, and that's usually what people think when they think ancient Greece, right? It's this sort of idea that ancient Greece is, you know, that sort of era of things. But when people think of ancient Greece and they think of those things like that, big giant temples, Socrates, triremes, stuff like that. Yeah, philosophers standing on marble stairs surrounded by columns. Yeah, exactly. That is actually a very short window in the world of ancient Greece. Now, granted, that's sort of the height of classical era, so that's like 5th century Athens is usually what people are thinking. But I want you to think about this for a second. The classical period started in 480 BC, and it ended in 330 BCE. Okay? So you're talking about 150 years. Yet, ancient Greece, and don't look it up on Wikipedia, Wikipedia is wrong. Ancient Greece, generally speaking, is considered to be from about 3000 BC to about roughly 100 BC, which is about when the Romans came and took over Greece, right? So that is 2,900 years of ancient Greece. So the picture of Socrates and philosophers standing on marble stairs and the big temples and, you know, stuff like that, that's all just 150 years out of 2,900 years. So it's tiny. It's a tiny little sliver. Granted, it's a very big sliver, or a big sort of way of thinking about things, right? But yeah, it's something that I've had to try and beat into the heads of my students, because they're really stuck on this. Ancient Greece to them is the same time period, over and over again. But in ancient Greece, like the Bronze Age period, is from roughly 3000 BCE to about 10,000 or to about 1000 BCE. So that's 2,000 years. That's 2/3 of what we consider to be ancient Greece, which is just a massive amount of time. That is when we tend to think of things like the Trojan War, and there we go. And the Bronze Age collapse and all that stuff, right? So it's just an interesting thing that happens. 1, 2, 3, bam. So yeah, that's my little mini gripe. Also, I do want to point out, check it out. We still got more of these little rooms along this side here. But this one's a little different in that it's got this entrance, and then it's got like a little itty bitty room that comes off right here. Is that right? Yeah, right there. Like that. I don't know how you get into these two rooms. There's no door. But yeah, you got that. And then you got this coming up this way. So yeah, so I've had to sort of like try to wrangle in my students before on that, because a lot of them think, oh, ancient Greece, and then everything is ancient Greece. Every part of ancient Greece is ancient Greece. And it's like, no. You can't think of it that way. Also, there's a really interesting thing going on here. And it looks like I'm gonna do this, and I hate using the walls, but check this out. What am I doing? Where is the... There we go. There we go. Let's grab that. So it almost looks like you've got this, that. Kind of odd, right? So, yeah, really, really odd. Plato writing, anyone speaking this, yeah. If I don't use Wikipedia, then Reddit is the next option. Ugh, yeah. Oh, Celebrity Sailboat Smackdown, sending off gift membership. Awesome, awesome. I'm glad you're still doing that. That's such a fun thing for people. And I definitely appreciate it. So yeah, that's what it looks like in the floor plan, like that, where it's got these, and actually, that might not be the case there, but, you know, well, no, yeah, that is how it is. And then you've got this, you've got like this little bitty skinny thing coming off this way. Which actually, this little skinny thing should be a little bit closer to here, but if I did that, it would join up with this wall, so I don't want to do that. So we're actually going to get rid of that. We're not going to have that in there. And we're probably going to just do that as well. Okay, so there you go. So this is the layout. They also have one of those weird little square things right here. And they also have something very odd right here that I'm not sure of what it is. And then it looks like they have another andron right here, which is very odd, but you know, it is what it is. Many also focus only on Athens. That is very true, and that you're right, because that's what we have. The other thing is people tend to think that the records we have on ancient Greece is like indicative of ancient Greece as a whole. And what they don't realize is that most of what we have, especially about the culture and everything like that, is the elite culture. So the people who are rich. It doesn't really talk a lot about the commoners. And so we have this really weird, skewed version of history. And the way I like to use analogy a lot. Analogy is a really good way to describe things. And so those of you who were alive in the 80s, right? When you see the 80s depicted on TV, it's like neon lights and bright and big poofy hair and stuff like that. But you know, as well as I know, that your house had brown carpet with brown wooden paneling on the inside, and everything was brown. And, you know, people had, you know, ashtrays everywhere and were smoking in the house, and they would, you know, stuff like that. It was not like what is depicted on TV. And I think that's a really good analogy for ancient Greece, because a lot of people think of ancient Greece and they think of all of these things that they've learned, and they don't realize that that is a very skewed sort of version of ancient Greece, as sort of told from the perspective of the elites and the people who are rich, and not particularly indicative of the real world back then. Another analogy I like to use is imagine right now, right? This very moment in time. Imagine everyone 1,000 years from now thinking that people made that the majority of people in America were making $150,000 a year and owned a home, owned maybe multiple homes and multiple vehicles, and that's just not the case. That's not reality, right? You know, it's not the way it was, and that everyone played golf, and everyone vacationed in the Caribbean, and that's just not the case. But that is how it is for rich people, or for people who have money, or a very small subset of people. And so that is a really good way to look at it as well. Or maybe, you know, if I were to apply it to a place, you know, imagine thinking that everyone lives like how people in New York live. Imagine archaeologists in the future watching the TV show Friends and thinking that that is exactly how real life was during that time period. How weirdly skewed that reality would be to the real world. And so that's something we got to keep in mind. So, and this sort of leads into a big issue, is that there was a lot of cultural things that the rich folks did back then that was not really considered okay by everyone else. And for some reason, everyone seems to think that that applies to all Greeks. Whoops, no, what I want to do is I want to do that, and then this. And those of you who know me kind of know what I'm hinting at. But yeah, that is another issue that I have. It's just a very weird and skewed way of thinking about the world of the ancient Greeks. So there you go. There's my little mini rant for the day. You're welcome. I don't know why I get fired up about stuff like that, but I do. So since these pillars are here, these are definitely holding something up. So I'm starting to think that maybe we should have a walkway here. It seems awfully wide, but we will do that. We'll do that and that. Oop, and that. There we go. They spend years yapping about a rock of your country, but they never talk actual good stuff. Well, thank you. Good call in the 80s. Yeah. Well, yeah, in the old yearbooks, and that's another thing. So let's say, yeah, this is a really good point about the yearbooks, right? So you say if they looked at the yearbooks, they would see the big poofy hair. And that's exactly my point, is that that's not indicative of the real world, because people would do that specifically for the yearbooks, right? They would do the big hair for the yearbooks because they want to look good. But in reality, most of those people didn't do that stuff on a daily basis, even though the ozone layer would suggest otherwise. Yeah, most of the people in the 80s were wearing hand-me-downs from the 70s. I had a lot of hand-me-downs. In fact, there was a... I still feel bad about this. There was a place in Tucson, Arizona, where I grew up, called Factory to You. And it was exactly what it sounds like. It was sort of like I don't want to say a thrift shop, but it had a lot of thrift style clothing. And the idea was that it was like an outlet store, right? That's actually exactly what it was. It was an outlet store. And so that's where we would do a lot of my clothes shopping, was at Factory to You, because it was cheap. It was cheap. And, you know, we were not, I do not come from a wealthy family. I wouldn't change anything about that either. I think it has sort of shaped my understanding of the world in good ways to not have come from a wealthy family. I've met a lot of wealthy people that just have a very strange way of, a strange view of reality. But yeah, that's what we do. So that we would shop at Factory to You for my clothes. And I remember, like I said, I still feel bad about this. My mother picked up a shirt and that she really liked it, and it was a gray shirt, and it said it had lettering on it, and it said it was sort of vertical lettering, and it said awesome for the first line, awesome for the second line, awesome for the third line, and on the fourth line it said say what, with a question mark. So it said awesome, 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 say what. It's a really weird shirt. And she thought it was the greatest thing ever. I thought it was absolutely hideous. And she was like, would you wear this if I bought it? And I was like, no, I won't wear that. Because I hated it. And she's like, well, I'm going to buy it for you. And I said, well, I'm not going to wear it. And Lo and behold, I never wore it. But she bought it anyways, and I still feel bad about that to this day, because, you know, she bought it for me. Why would I not wear that? You know, nowadays it seems, to me it seemed like I can see where she was coming from, you know, nowadays. And if I were to do it over again, I would probably wear the shirt because it made her happy. But I thought it was absolutely terrible. And it was just like, no, I'm not gonna wear that. Yeah, it was kind of a funny thing, but I still feel bad about not wearing it. And I'm sure that shirt is sitting in a landfill somewhere, having never been worn. So yeah, awesome. Say what? I kind of wish I could find a picture of that shirt, but I'm sure it existed, you know, in a very short amount of time in the world. And so I'm sure it doesn't, you know, I'm sure pictures of that are nowhere to be found. At least I hope they're nowhere to be found. It was a pretty terrible shirt. But yeah, that's story time with Uscallos there. My poor mother. That, and it was I mean, yeah, it was. You know, it's funny is if I had that shirt nowadays, I would actually probably wear it around her just because of how ridiculous it is. So if anybody ever finds that shirt out there, you let me know, because I think it would be funny to wear something like that again. Awesome. Say what? It's so dumb. Okay. Yeah. There we go. See, that would be kind of cool. A little balcony right there. And then a little balcony right here. Ah. Oh. You said everyone was talking about a rock in your country, so I thought you meant the Acropolis because it's known as the Rock. Oh. It is known as the Rock? That's interesting. The Rock in our country is Alcatraz, which is a prison. Which is kind of fitting, but well, interesting. T-shirt shop in my town growing up would sell misprints real cheap. Oh, yeah, there you go. That's kind of, or I like the what's commonly referred to as English, which is the really bad English translations that you see on shirts in foreign countries. I love those. It's just so funny. To me, at least to me, I think it's funny. I'm sure someone somewhere would scream that it's probably racist or something, but I think it's funny. And you know, if you can't laugh at stuff like that, I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, I love English shirts. It's just so ridiculous. Okay, let's see here. Also, and maybe Panos and anyone else in the chat who is Greek can confirm this. It's funny. I have a running joke with my semi-adoptive Greek brother that the Greeks really love wearing black. It's sort of a running joke because I hate wearing black. I'm like one color darker than albino, so I really can't wear black. Otherwise, I just roast alive. But every time we see, you know, like a Greek person in public in America, I'm like, see him? He's probably Greek. and my brother will say, why do you say that? Well, because he's wearing black. It's like, yep. They're always wearing black. Even if it's like dead of summer, they're wearing black. So, yeah. Which is funny because when I go over to Athens, I'll probably bring some dressy clothes because I've got some meetings to make with some very important people. And because of their propensity to wear black, I will probably be wearing black. There'll probably be black dress pants with a white shirt, which I also don't usually wear. I don't have any solid white dress shirts because I don't like wearing them, but I'll probably do that with like a black tie or something like that, some black shoes. But I could also wear just like black Adidas jogging pants as well, and probably fit in just fine. Because you can confirm that one too. You know it's true. You know it's true. Don't even try to deny that one, Bonos. That one is absolutely true. But I think that's probably more of a Balkans thing, anyways. Yeah. Let's see. This is coming along pretty good. I also kind of wish you could stack slabs, separate slabs together, so you could put like the mud brick bottom half and a acacia top half. I would really like that, but I also get why they don't do that too. That it just makes more sense to be able to do slabs of the same type. Oh, Plymouth Rock. Yeah, I forgot about Plymouth Rock. Yeah. Walkways don't line up. Yeah, I know. It's kind of funky. Okay, so we do this, and ooh, I might have to go like that. There we go. Ooh, and something like that? How does that look? Does that look weird? I mean, it does look weird. What if I did... Ugh. No, so I do this, I do that, do... Oh my god, how am I gonna do this? That? Yeah, that'll have to do. You hadn't really thought about that till now? What, the Adidas thing or the black clothing thing? Well, I guess it's both, because they'll also wear the black Adidas. It's true, they do. Look around. You know, they're all wearing black, even in the summer. Even in the summer, they sweat it out. They just deal with it. I don't know, and I don't know what it is. Even my semi-adoptive Greek brother, he wears black a lot. So yeah, it's kind of odd, right? All right. What the hell happened here? Oh, I bet when I doubled that, it... Oh, man. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Let's come over here and do that, and we'll just do cut. Okay, cut that off. Yeah. Oh, okay. Oops. Hold on. Wait a second. There we go. There we go. Okay, let's redo this. Because I messed up. So we do that, and we come along here. There we go. Yeah, there we go. That works. This wall, we'll just do a short wall. No, we won't. You know what we'll do? Something we haven't done yet in this series. We're gonna do a light well. So if you're wondering what a light well is it is exactly what it sounds like. It is, oh wait, no, there's a door there. Okay, no, so we need to actually put a roof on this. Never mind. Never mind, we won't do a light well. We'll put an actual roof. Up here. And then we come over here. Oh! Like that, like that. There we go. Okay. We do that, and then we just have the railing and here. Even though you can kind of walk out onto the roof, I think it's probably fine. Yeah, it's probably fine. It's fine. It's fine. Want to do this. There we go. And actually, we should take this down and put those up here instead. There we go. If I break this... Nope, we're just gonna have to let the oh, it's such a weird overhang. Yeah, it's just gonna have to work. So we'll just do this. Weird overhang or not, it'll just have to work. Okay. The black clothing thing, yeah. See, told you. I wear black in summer. I hate bees, and I don't want to look like a flower to them. All right. So let's go ahead and slap some torches down and some doors. Can we put a window? Oh, we can put a window. Let's put oak fence for windows. So we'll slap one right there, and we'll slap one right there. Wow, why did I think I was in this room? That was weird. I distinctly thought I was in this room. Okay, so we'll do that, and then we do this. Do this. Does this open up on... Yes, it does. There we go. Okay. Okay, what about this one? Yeah, there we go. Oh, need a door. Okay, so there's that. This opens out onto the alley, so why don't we just open this up like this? We slap this here, like that. Yeah, there we go. Look at that, that's nice. Wait. No, dang it. How am I getting turned around? That's crazy how I'm getting turned around like this. I meant to do this here. Wow. Okay. That was very interesting how I was getting turned around. Okay, so we do this. Then we do this. Do that. Yeah. Big old windows. And maybe we go... No. Do that, and we do... Oop. What am I doing? There we go. Yeah. There we go. Okay. So this is an awfully large room, and you know what? While we're thinking about... Oop, we'll just do that. Make it squared off. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so that's good. Upstairs is good. This one is good. Oh, how do we get up here? I did not put stairs to get up here. Let's see here. Where do we want stairs to go? Right here. Yep, right here. So we should have stairs coming up. Oops. Let's do... Try out the Axiom mod. It's a better... Yeah, but World Edit is easy, and I know it. I'm one of those people that just... once I know something, I'm not gonna try any of the other stuff. I'm sure it is a lot easier. And I know it's got like shapes and stuff that you can do. But I'm weird like that. Okay. This is a very large room. Let's see, do this. This. Okay. And we do this. And well, we'll just leave it like that. And we'll do double doors. And then this room, same thing. Slap down a torch. Slap down this. No windows, because I don't think it... Oh, yeah, we can. We can do a window right here. There's that. And then this one. No window. But we do slap down a torch. And then, so this room here, I think we should be able to get into it this way. Whoops. Like that. We'll slap a torch there, and let's put mud bricks. Do that. Slap a torch there. Window? Yeah, looks out into the street. Whoops. There we go. No window there. Okay. And let's do... Still trying to make this work, right? I figure if I do it enough times, it'll look fine. Yeah. Yeah. That looks good. Alright, now this one. This one is an odd duck. So we do double doors. We do a door here. With this. Yeah, see, the roofs are too tall. But it's fine. Too late to change that. Do we want different pillars here? I think we want different pillars here. Let's go with... I'm liking the way that the dark oak looks so far on some of these builds. So let's do the dark oak, see how that looks. And then we need to be able to support this. So I think this... Yeah. And then same here. Oh. That looks good. That looks good. This needs overhang as well. And same thing. Let's go with the dark oak. Hello, thank you. There we go. And because of that, I can now change these. I can do that. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. That looks pretty good. Though the dark oak doesn't look great. That's okay. That's fine. How does... And I know I keep trying this one as well. How does the birch look? Yeah, I like the birch. We're going to do the birch. Birch is just lighter in color. And I think it looks better. Bam. Oh, forgot about these guys. That, and let's get rid of that and do that. There we go. Yeah, look at that. That looks good. You just got the notification from the bot? No way. Did it really just do it? Let me look on my Discord real quick. Let me look on my Discord. Open forum. Nope, that's what Oda's saying. Yeah, that's exactly what it looks like when people think of ancient Greece. I didn't get the notification on Discord, so that's interesting. Yeah. Oh no, it was just me. Oh, it's just mine. Okay. Okay, good. Yeah, I'll have to figure out the whole bot thing and get it going correctly. Okay, so let's see here. Do that. And does this still look good if I do this? Let's get rid of that. Oh, that's weird. I did not mean to do that. What if I do that though? That looks nice. Yeah, so there we go. Look at that. Another one down. Another one down. And we are nearing the 2-hour mark. What do you got? The tiny balcony to the right has no door or stairs. Oh, it doesn't have a door. You are right. Stairs are okay because you get to that balcony from this room, which means we have to do this. There we go. So let's slap the door right there. There we go. Thank you for pointing that out. And as for this, let's go ahead and cordon it off. There we go. Do I want to do it all the way across here? Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, that looks real good. So it's cut off, and of course we can slap some pithoi underneath there. So there we go. Looking pretty good. You know what though? This needs to be lit up. Yeah, I think that's good. I think that's real good. This one's a little odd. I think this one's going to be interesting trying to outfit it. Okay, so we're at the 2-hour mark, almost exactly, and we have 2 left to go. 2 left to go. And these 2 are interesting. The last one is actually pretty straightforward. This one that I'm about to do is, I mean, I can see how people get in. Yeah, that house does feel massive, doesn't it? This house right here, it feels huge. But I also added an extra couple rooms to the second story, so, I mean, there's that too. But it does feel huge because it's all winding and everything, I think. So, let's go ahead and let me go ahead and show you how this one is. This one is another odd duck. Whoops. Okay, so we've got the central little walkway. This one does something really interesting, though. It has 1, 2, 3. It has this. Oops. Is that right? Hold on. I'm trying to measure this here. Yeah, it's 3 across, because this is 3 across. So it has this long walkway here. And then it continues here. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. And then this one continues this way a little bit with another wall. It's a wall. It's a thinner wall for that one. And then so this room here is 4 across. It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, with a door right there. And then you have this one split in half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ah, see, I can't make that work. So let's do this as 2 wide, which is kind of what I wanted to do in the first place. And we'll thin this one down. We'll do 3 wide there. Oops, didn't mean to break that. Okay. And then this is in half. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great. 1, 2, 3, bam. 1, 2, bam. This is what we'll do. We'll do this. That. This has an opening there. This has an opening here. And actually, even though I don't like to do it, we're going to do walls. Clip this out. There we go. So like that. This has an opening that comes off of here with a pillar right there. And then like that. And then in this corner, it has basically a set of rooms here that are really, really tiny. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it to work out. So let's see if we can get this to work out. So if I do that, oof, I don't think I'm going to get it to work. So it's kind of like that. So I think what I'm going to do to make it work out a little bit easier is I'm going to do some of these as well. I'm going to do these as walls. So we'll do that. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. All right, so there that is. Oh, and the entrance is actually here. Why do I have 64 in my offhand? That's weird. Okay. So yeah, so the entrance is there. So you come down this long entrance, then you come into this short little or small little courtyard, and then you can go up into these rooms or these rooms or these rooms. This room, I guess. These have no doors, except for right there, and there, and there. This room has no door. So I'm going to put a door. Actually, this isn't going to work either, because I can't put doors with walls, which is why I don't like using walls. Yeah, so you come in this way, you got this room. Let's just put that there so you can come into this room and then go into these. So maybe I do that, so I can put a door there, door here. So you open up this door, you can go into here, or you can come down here, open this door, and go into there. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. complicated mess of rooms. Yeah, it is. It is a maze. It absolutely is a maze. And whatever ancient architect who designed this needs to be fired. This was revolutionary for the time, man. They were all about this stuff. This, I think, so this is what I'm starting to think with some of this stuff. So I'm looking at how these houses are set up, and they all share a similar extent, right? The same shape, outer shape. And then they all share this same sort of central walkway thing with rooms on this side or rooms on this side in this corner. Maybe a room there with like a courtyard. So I'm thinking that there's probably somewhere, or maybe at the time, there was a drawing or a template that you were given for where the walls go and everything. Because a lot of these follow the same shapes. And I think stuff like this is I wouldn't be surprised if this started out as just this room, a big empty room, and then they added little divisions in between for that. And then same here, I bet it was just this room, and then they added this wall off to make this room here. That's what I would think with this house, if it were me. Okay. Good old Hippodamus. Whoop, whoop, whoop. There we go. And this here. Or maybe there were markers. Maybe all of the houses had markers for walls, and the people who moved in chose what walls to take out and what ones to keep in. Maybe, I don't know. I'm sort of just throwing stuff at the wall to see what sticks. Yep, there we go. Oh, stop it. There we go. And same here. All right. Looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and do the easy mode. Step right here, look straight up, and do the stack 2. Okay. Yeah, what a weird set of rooms. I feel like I just want to have just a second story right here. That's what I'm thinking. So maybe we do this like that, and then the rest is all one story. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm definitely okay with that, because this needs to be one story right here. Hold on. How am I going to do that? Well, here, let's just add the second story. Do that. Also, I do want to point out that the whole second story thing, this was also probably people who were semi-wealthy. Because I don't see someone of the lower class being able to buy something like this. That's just me, but, you know, maybe I'm wrong about that. But, yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Okay. Look straight up. Stack 2. There we go. Also, I got a guy coming out to look at my S10 Blazer that I'm selling today, and he was supposed to send me a message when he was sort of on his way. He was coming from out of state, and I haven't heard anything from him. So we'll see We'll see if he flakes out. Okay. So, nope. Let's do... How do we want to do this? Let's get fancy with this one. I like the idea of getting fancy with this one. So let's go ahead and do this. We'll do... this. I think we're going to do like a U-shaped roof. So we'll come along here, we'll come along here. Oops. And then we'll come along here. Oops. Like this. And then we come along here, like this. And then we do... yeah, like this. See what I'm going for? See how this looks. I think this might actually look kind of neat. Of course, I could always get to the end and it looks like absolute garbage. Because, you know, that happens. And that's okay. Nice thing about this game is that you don't have to keep any of that stuff if it looks bad. Whatever ancient art, yeah, okay. Putting interior walls everywhere during renovations. Yeah, exactly. We're taking them out. Yeah. So I think, and we see that a lot with ancient Greek households, is that they'll add walls here and there, and it's just something that they do. Oops. Come on. Oop. There we go. There we go. All right. So far, so good. I'm liking it. I can already see an issue, but we'll tackle that when we get to it. So let's do this. Oops. There we go. Do that, and we'll do this. Okay, and then we're gonna do. Okay. Nope. That. There we go. Ah, yep. See, there's that issue. Well, another issue, but all right. So we do that. Oh. Nope. I was correct with this because I'm putting them on the top. There we go. We'll see how that looks like inside. And then this one, yeah, see, and then this is going to be lower. So it's a little off. That one's taller than that one. You know, I think it's okay. I think it's fine. I think if we stress over it too much, this will no longer be fun. Ooh. So we do that, and then we come down here. There we go. Okay. What do we think of that? The U-shaped. I kind of like it. Wall pun? Oh god, I don't even realize I made a wall pun. That close. Door perpendicular to the street. That's rather private for the time. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, it's definitely a private thing because you got to come all the way down that entranceway, or at least, you know, you have to really make concerted effort to come in. Okay. I think that looks good. I definitely think that looks good. Let's go ahead and add these. Now, normally how I would do this is I would actually do it like this. And I would have the slabs hanging off like that. But because of how these houses are kind of crammed together, it doesn't make sense to do that. So that's why we're doing a slightly sort of squished roof. Ooh, there we go. There we go. Keep doing this. All right. Yeah. Okay. This is working. Because then, yeah, because it's pretty much just following that same roof pattern there. So when I do this, oops, and I do that, there we go. And then that, and then this. Yeah. And I do think that these would make really cool starter homes too. On their own, just sort of out in the middle of nowhere. It is a lot of material, or at least a lot of pain in the butt material, like the mud bricks. The mud bricks are a real pain in the butt to make. But, you know, you don't have to use mud brick. You could use wood. You could totally use wood, or... Well, concrete's also a pain in the butt to make, too. But, you know, you could use any number of things. Let's give this an overhang. Oop. There we go. There we go. That, and final row. Yeah. Okay. And then some pillars. Definitely need some pillars to hold this up. Yeah, I'm liking that, and we'll do the birch again, because I think the birch actually looks pretty good, all things considered. So that, and then this, and then right there. What is that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8. Well, we could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it would be like this. I mean, it's even. Yeah, that's even. Let's go ahead and put that there. There we go. Looking good. Looking good. Okay. Slap some doors in here. Oh. Yeah. I guess that is how it's going to have to be. That's a really weird... I don't like that. What if we did this instead? That's better. That's better. And then it just looks weird from the inside. That's fine. That's totally fine. So let's go ahead and slap a torch down right there. And then this one, same thing. we're gonna slap a torch down right there. Let's put a window, fairly large window. Because maybe this is, actually, this might just be storage. In which case, we want it to be nice and dark. Yeah, that feels like storage. This could also be storage, too. Or maybe it's just a room. I don't know. And then these, yeah, these are gonna be... Okay, so I want a door right here. Okay. Open that. We have torch here, because that's the only spot we can put a torch, unless we put it on one of these walls. We can't put it here. Oh, yeah, look at... Yeah, see, that gets all funky. Unless we do that. Yeah, that's just gonna have to work. That's just gonna have to work. Okay, so we'll put a door here, slap a torch there, put the walls like that, and just have to do that. Same with over here. Oh, those are already... Oh, do that. There we go. Everything's sealed off. There we go. Okay. That's just gonna have to work. Sort of really winding, claustrophobic area. Okay, this we will need to do torches. Oh wow, okay, what you got, Connor? Various stone is way easier. Yeah, even stone bricks. Yeah, you could do stone bricks. I kind of wish they did granite bricks, but I guess you got the red stone brick, the regular bricks. Wouldn't be too bad. Yeah. Every starter home I've built has been the wood from the area and whatever stone I have the most of. Yeah. Birch diorite house is very bright. Yeah, I bet. Use lantern. So I would use lanterns, but since we're sticking with the ancient Greek theme, we're sticking to torches. Because, oh, that doesn't work. Okay. Because the lanterns, because I was in the wrong room. The lanterns don't really work out for ancient Greek because they got the metal. Let's see here. I wish I had a mod that does, or texture pack that retextures the lanterns as oil lamps, as the ancient Greek and Canaanite oil lamps, because I think that would be really nice. There's that. Oh, what am I doing? That's not the walkway. That's the walkway. So I need to turn this way and put, there we go, the window there. This just looks into the other room. Oops. And then door. And then window. Oh, so now I got a text message from the guy looking to buy the truck. So I might be wrapping this up soon. All right, so there we go. And then here's the walkway, and I think a couple double doors, as like what we've been doing, and that, and that, that, and that. That looks good. Did I not put a door here? Oh my god. That was the whole point of doing this, was to put a door right there. Okay. So that has a window. We're good there. This room has a window looking out. Okay, we're good there. Alright, so all we need now is stairs to come up here, which I think the stairs should be along here. So let's see here. If we do... We're just going to do fences for this. So if we do this, and we've got... So we want that, and then that. Oh, look at how nice that ends up being. That ends up being real nice. Okay. Look at that. And then you come out here, and let's slap some fences like this. Yeah. And we'll do this. Yeah. I think that looks really nice. And same thing, we're going to do the trapdoors, and then we'll probably call this good. Yeah, we come up here. There we go. Oh, I forgot to do this. Let's deck this out real quick. And then we'll call it good. Then we'll call it good. So this with that. And then yeah, we'll put a window right here too. Oh. That's fine. We'll take care of that here in a second. And then big window here. Torch. That. There we go. And then small window here. That. That. Torch. Okay. Oh. Do we want to put a window here? Yeah, that's fine. Even though they kind of look out into each other. That's okay. That's okay. And then I want to do a sort of a railing here. So we're going to do that and that. There we go. So you come this way. Oops. You come down. And there you have it. And there you go. That's it. That one's done. That one's not too bad. And I think we're going to call it, yeah. I think that's going to be it, for this. Oh, as for the fence gates, yeah, so one of the things I like to do, here, I'll show you what I like to do. I like to use the fence gates with the trapdoors, and I do like this. I do trapdoor, and then I do fence gate with it, whoops, with it open. I usually use the spruce, but it's like that, so it looks like it's a shutter that they then open up, and then in that case, I just take out that fence on the inside. But that's what I like to do for the windows, and I'll probably end up doing that once we're all done with all of these. I'll probably go through and do the shutters. I know some people like to do the shutters on the sides, like this, right? Which I think looks pretty good if it's on, where's it at here? If it's on the big double windows, I think it looks good like that, because then it looks like the shutters would close book style and be kind of like that when they close, right? And then you open them up and they flip around. So I kind of like that. And then for the single ones, I like having them like it's a flip up. And I suppose you could do the same thing here, but the problem with this is that if you do the fence gates for this one, it just looks funky because it's got like this center part. If it was just the outer parts, I think it'd look fine, because this looks like one big long piece. But I think that's why I probably do this and this on this one, and then that kind of shutter for that one. But anyways, yeah, that'll probably be details at the end, when we get all done with this thing and look at it and try it out and see what we like for the windows. So anyways, yeah, early Mesopotamian houses, and many had a room inside the front entrance opening to the courtyard with perpendicular doors. Yeah, maybe so the inside couldn't be seen from the street. Yeah, I could see that. I could absolutely see that. Courtyards are sort of a private thing. So I could absolutely 100% see that. How does that look if I do that? Oh, that looks a little better. Okay. Anyways, I'm going to quit screwing around with it. That's going to be it for today. Because I got this whole thing to go sell the vehicle maybe to this guy. We'll see what happens. with that. Yeah. So thank you for all coming out, and I am going to post this floor plan in the Discord. So if you're not part of the Discord, definitely join up, and you can grab this floor plan as well. And I will see you next time.